Episode 1. Written by Colin Brake.
It stinks in here.
Do you mind? This is a designer scent, cost a fortune.
Well, you might want to go easy on it then.
You can always get me some more at Christmas, can't you? Anyway, I want to look my best today.
I suppose. But it's all a bit déjà vu now. What is this, our fourth reopening this year? We've had more comebacks than the Rolling Stones.
But this time is different. No more local lockdowns, no more tears. New name, new ownership, new start.
You ready then?
Do I look ready?
You always look $1 million to me, love.
Charmer.
But there's still a lot to do downstairs.
Well, you better pull your finger out then, Al. I'll be with you as soon as I can, but I need to pop in on Sandra first.
You do know we open at 11?
Don't worry, I'll be back before then.
Bev, my darling, since when have I ever been a worrier?
Since forever. Now get going. Lots to do, remember?
What the... Lisa, didn't you set an alarm?
Didn't you?
Must have had other things on my mind when we went to bed.
You certainly did.
But I need to get back home. Dad and Jeet will wonder where I am.
Arjun, maybe you should just tell them what's going on with us.
Not yet. I need to find the right time.
I'm beginning to worry that there won't ever be one.
Only me.
Hey, Bev. You're looking a bit glammed up for this early hour.
Big day, isn't it?
The grand renaming.
Now we're not part of that bloody national chain, we've regained a little independence.
Should have called the pub the Brexit Uplands then.
And risk upsetting half our customers.
Well, 48% of them anyway. Coffee and a Danish.
Just the coffee, please. To go.
Really?
Can't risk the calories.
Honestly, how many times do I have to tell you? Most women of your age would be only too happy to have a figure like yours. I know I would.
Don't put yourself down. Chloe loves you, doesn't she?
She's half my age and half my size. Next to her, I look like an elephant.
There you go again. You're your own worst enemy, Sandra Davis. You really are.
Whew.
Do you need a hand with that, Dad?
Weighs a ton. Oh,
What is it?
it's the old pub sign, the original.
He looks a bit knackered.
So would you if you'd been stuck in a cellar for 30 years. I thought we might try and clean off the worst of this grime. Then we can get it up.
That's a lot of wheeze.
Well volunteered. There's a cloth and a bucket in the kitchen.
Think you got played there, Lou.
And where have you been?
Getting breakfast?
Where's mine?
Oh, sorry. I got into a bit of a row with that snotty cow behind the counter.
Your mum's mate.
No, her partner, the little one, Chloe. She's got no concept of customer service, that girl.
Not everyone's a natural like you and your mum.
But she could try and crack a smile now and again, couldn't she?
Maybe she's shy. Or lacking in confidence.
Lacking in something, all right?
Did you see your mum at the cafe?
No.
Where the hell has she got to?
Search me.
Lou, when you finish cleaning that sign, you can help me get the rest of this Perspex shielding off the bar. Daisy, go and see if Lisa needs any help in the kitchen. Then take Brian out for a walk.
He's sleeping.
That dog's always sleeping. Are you sure he used to race?
He's retired. He's allowed to sleep when he wants.
Wish I was. We are getting paid for this, right?
Don't be daft.
Same as it ever was. Hey, Dad sent me to see if you need an extra pair of hands.
Oh, that's kind, Daisy, but to be honest, I think I've got it all in hand. I'm getting quite used to being a one-woman band.
Oh, I don't know how you do it.
Hold the carrots in one hand and the knife in the other.
Not that. I mean, do the food here and run your own catering business. And starting it all in lockdown as well.
I had no choice, really, did I? With Mum away, I had to make a living.
I thought she was coming home at Easter.
So did I. Guess the thought of a few more months in the Florida sun was too attractive.
I expect your sister's kids probably played a part.
Maybe. But I'd have thought she might have become bored with playing grandma. You know what my mum's like.
Well, I'm sure she'll be home soon. I bet you've missed her.
Maybe.
I think I'd miss my mum if I didn't see her for a year and a half.
You might be surprised.
OK, G. Let her down.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, sorry, mate. Didn't hear you drive up.
I wondered if you could look her over. She was a bit noisy this morning.
Noisy? How could you tell?
So, can you give it a once-over? You do service electric cars, don't you?
If it's got 4 wheels and an engine, we're happy.
But 4 wheels and no engine, it's a shopping trolley, and we're not interested.
Excuse my son. He thinks he's a comedian.
A local family firm. Sounds like the sort of enterprise I should be supporting. Here. I'll pop back later. Just don't let your lad take it out for a spin. I know all about boy racers.
Of course not.
So, where do we start?
You tell me. I haven't the faintest idea.
Ready?
Of course.
Here we go then.
Come on in. The Fox and Dragon is officially open.
Don't all rush at once.
Sandra, you made it.
Of course. But I've left Chloe on her own, so I'll have to make it a quick one.
No need to knock. Just come on in.
Hi, Logan.
The first thing you'll need is a sign writer.
Come again?
Up there, look, above the door. The licensee info still has the old pub name.
Ha! I didn't think of that.
Don't worry, Al. I know a man who can handle a paintbrush.
You're not thinking of that foreign bloke who set up at the old schoolhouse?
His name's Farhad.
Oh, right. Of course, you'd know that. Handsome foreigner, moves into the village, and you know everything about him in a matter of minutes.
You've nothing to be worried about.
He's a regular at our place. Lovely bloke.
If you say so.
Actually, I was thinking of me.
Could you do it then?
I'll buy us a drink and I'll think about it.
What was that for?
For being a sweetie, our local hero.
Whatever happened to social distancing?
We're getting away from all that, aren't we?
So, about that drink?
You do know this is meant to be a going concern, right?
Well, now half your regulars are shareholders, you need to get used to pouring the odd freebie.
Don't depress me.
Oh, don't listen to him. He's over the moon about the new ownership.
Go on then. Pint of the IPA.
Sorry, it's a bit slow.
What the pump are you?
Very funny, Logan. Hi there, what can I get you?
It's not hard to see why you left Scotland. They probably threw you out.
I left to see the world.
And yet, you ended up here in Greenborne.
Worst places to be.
Yeah, beats London.
You never get homesick?
Nah, that's a chapter of my life that's closed.
Greenborne FM, community news.
You're listening to Greenborne FM, your community radio station with news, weather events and music.
Do we have to listen to that?
At least they play proper music. Not like that electronic droning you like.
Oh, when did you get so old, Dad?
When did you get so cheeky? Any joy on the internet?
No. Basically, the whole thing is run by computer, so maybe I need to speak to a geek.
I thought all young people knew about modern technology.
I'm more about music programming, not this sort of thing. But Louise used to program a bit. Why don't I go and have a word?
And the fact that it's lunchtime has nothing to do with this thought.
Oh, boy's got to eat.
There you go, love. Lisa will bring your ploughmans to the table. Right then, handsome. What can I get you? Lining them up, are you, darling? I'll have to keep my eye on you.
Good having your Bev back in her element, eh?
Yeah, I guess it is. She's got away with the customers, I'll give her that.
Everyone loves your Bev.
Don't they just?
And what about you, Al? Glad to be back in the saddle?
And some. Been too many false dawns, if you ask me.
Well, these things take time. All over by Easter was always optimistic, but it looks like we're finally here.
I'll drink to that. Can't believe it's been nearly a year since, well, you know.
It still feels pretty raw, to be honest, like it happened yesterday.
And Arjun?
He's getting there. It takes a long time to get over losing your wife, but he's beginning to look like his old self.
That's good to hear. She was a good one, that Simran of his. And what about the lad, Jeet? How's he coping without his mum?
He's young. They bounce back, don't they? I mean, look at him now with your two. Not a care in the world.
Either of you got change for another go?
No, and even if I did, I'm not about to give it to you. You're not beating my high score.
And I came over to talk to you, not watch you blasting alien spaceships.
And there was I thinking you'd come to see me.
Do you know anything about electric cars?
About as much as he does.
And you know that how?
Because the nearest thing to you being an expert in anything is your so-called skill at this game.
What do you need to know?
Everything?
Well, that narrows it down. Tell you what, crack a note and pay for my next game, and I'll see what I can do to help.
Everything under control?
Now the initial rush has died off.
Looks like the delivery stuff you've been doing has kept our customers wanting our food.
Good. Mutually beneficial.
You're thinking of carrying on the delivery business?
Yeah, if it's okay with you guys.
Like I said, seems to be working for everyone.
At least for now.
What's going to change?
I don't know.
Something bothering you?
It's just... I got a letter today. From Mum.
Is she ever coming back?
Apparently. And soon.
But that's a good thing, isn't it?
Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
Are you sure about this, Dad? Aren't you needed in the pub?
Your mum and your brother can hold the fort. I promised you a lesson, and you've got your test next month, haven't you?
I know, but I don't want to be a pain.
It'll be more of a pain if after all the delays and stop-start lessons you don't pass first time. So, in your own time, mirror.
Signal manoeuvre. Yeah, I got the basics, Dad.
Just watch the biting point on the clutch. Feather it. Perfect.
Left at the lights?
Your choice.
Oh, I think I'm going to miss them. Oh, no, maybe not.
What the hell?
He came out of nowhere.
You all right?
Shaken. All good. Not so sure about your car, though.
Well, it could be worse.
Really?
It's just the bumper. Looks bad, but it did its job. Thank goodness this bin is here.
Are you crazy? You could have crashed into the cafe.
But we didn't. And we're fine. Thanks for asking.
Oh, sorry. It was a bit of a shock.
For us too. Did you see the other car?
It was that fancy electric one that Farhad owns.
I thought it was. But that wasn't Farhad driving.
Everything okay, Jeet?
No, Dadaji, not at all.
What, something wrong with the car?
Not exactly. It was sweet, but I may have gone a little fast. I had a little incident.
Incident?
Incident or maybe accident. I nearly hit another car.
You did what? What were you even doing behind the wheel?
I was just checking it out.
Have you damaged it?
I don't think so. The other car ran into a bin outside the cafe, but I accelerated out of danger.
Not quite fast enough. Look here.
Oh, no.
All right, OK. It's just one panel. We might be able to knock it out.
But won't he notice?
You'd better hope he doesn't. Or else you'll have to sell your mixing deck to cover the cost of the repair.
Here you are. Strong tea with sugar. That should settle you.
Thanks.
You can pay us later.
Chloe.
What? They crashed the car in front of our business and we hand out freebies?
It's called kindness.
Any news on that tow truck?
Arjun said he's on his way. I sent him a photo of the damage. He reckons he can have it as good as new by tomorrow night.
Oh, thank goodness.
And he's even offered to cover the cost himself.
Why would he do that?
Because it was his lad, Jeet, that was driving the other car. Here he is now.
Do you need a hand with those dirties, Lisa?
No, I can manage. Oh, sorry.
On your knees as usual, I see, Elise. What a surprise.
Mum!
Obviously, I'm back. And by the look of things, I'm just in time.
Greenborne, Episode 1, was written by Colin Brake. Alan Godwin was John Altman. Beverly Godwin was Corrinne Wicks. Farhad Madani, Raad Rawi. Sam Sharma, Pal Aaron. And Evie Lejeune was Louise Jameson. Arjun Sharma, Raj Ghatak. Lisa Lejeune, Ali Murphy. Sandra Davis, Neve McGrady. Lewis Godwin, Finley Pyle. Daisy Godwin, Lucy Fish. Jeet Sharma, Shash Hira. Logan Coburn, Joshua Manning. And Chloe Chan, Rebecca Yo. Other roles were played by members of the cast. Greenborne was devised by Colin Brake, based on an original idea by Colin Brake and Andrew Mark Sewell. Greenborne FM station sound by DivaWeb. Original music, Tim Arnold. Sound design and post-production, Kirsty Gilmore. The studio manager was Wilfredo Acosta. Series producer was Helen Quigley, and the director, Andrew Mark Sewell. Greenborne is a B7 Media production made with the support of the Audio Content Fund. Visit Greenborne online at greenborne.co.uk.